that's what I have to ask you, George, specifically. Did Canto Bite look Star Wars to you? Did the new bar in Boba Fett look Star Wars to you? Or are you relating? Because most of us relate Star Wars to like this dirty, gritty, but we've rarely seen luxury of what luxury looks like in Star Wars. And so whenever they do show us luxury for them, except for Boba, I really like Boba's bar. I like the new luxury bar. I would love to have one of those. But like with Canto Bite and things along those lines, and even when it comes to like the Clone Wars series, where we get to see different royal, planets, halls, and things like that, that to a lot of people doesn't feel like Star Wars, because Star Wars has always been presented, at least in the golden age of Star Wars, as just gritty, dirty, Tatooine, muted colors.
Well, I'm actually kind of glad you brought that up. I'm glad you brought that up because we actually had that conversation on a review with the Book of Boba Fett, and there were some scenes in a few of the episodes, even like when coming down to the characters' looks, it just didn't feel like Star Wars to me. Now, like there was like, there were characters that kind of looked like for like in the Star Wars universe, but then there's others where it just kind of looks too, I don't want to say too posh, but it just kind of didn't like fit in for me. It felt like more like it would fit in more with Star Trek than Star Wars.
Do you mean like the techno teens? That's what I call them. The techno teens, like the ones with
the Power Rangers,
the Cyberpunk 2017 team.
Well, there's a book that talks about this, and that's one thing that I love about Jon Favreau, and I love what Dave Filoni, and Dave Filoni has done this since the Clone Wars days, where they pull things from the books and they put this into the movie, and they put this into the shows and the movies, things
Great
like
stuff,
that.
yeah.
Well, like humans getting upgrades, that's a regular thing. Like, well, it wasn't a regular thing. It's debated. Around the same time, you have a story. There's a book called Last Shot with Han and Lando, and they're tracking down these guys called I think they were the creatures of wire and bone, and their religion was all about getting rid of organic limbs and replacing their body parts with droid parts. And that's been there for like that was a book that came out in like 2016. There's other things that we've also seen in comics. So I think with more and more stuff that's, for me personally, I'm an extended universe guy. Like I like the movies for what they are, but they are the most boring because they clip your purview of what Star Wars could be, because we only get to see that pigeonhole for 2 hours of what is going on with the Skywalkers. And the Skywalkers, they're like, I gotta respect the movies for what they've done. I have to respect the movies for giving me this extended universe anyway. But I'm bored of those because, like I said, I'm a lore whore. Like the longer the thing is, the more it keeps my attention, the more it develops and shows me different sides of this universe. That this is a vast universe with all these different types of creatures and all these different types of wealth classes and all these different types of stories. And like the Skywalkers are the most boring thing to me because that's just one facet of what Star Wars
serve their time. And I agree with you with that, most definitely, because I think nowadays Star Wars fits so much better as a series, as multiple episodes, and it transitions into the next one. I think that's where it hit Solo, a Star Wars story. Like I feel that would have done much better as a series than just a one film trick.
No, I'm with you, Jalen. Like peeking into the universe from from multiple angles and perspectives is the most rewarding thing that has really been part of some of the various series that we've seen here. Just kind of like, because the universe is so vast and it expands tens of thousands of years. So yeah, I do agree with you. The Skywalkers is kind of like, it's kind of like the lowest point there.